Yo, once again, this is the patriarchy coming with a bombshell report regarding the RICO case against Trump from the state of Georgia and Fani Willis. Again, this RICO charge. This case, the charges against Trump, has been dismissed by Judge Scott McAfee. To be more specific, 6 counts has been dismissed by this judge. Okay, so actually this occurred today, Wednesday in Fulton County. Now, according to the ruling, again, 6 counts have been dismissed by the judge. According to this ruling, count 2 alleges that multiple defendants solicited elected members of the Georgia Senate to violate their oaths of office. Count 5 alleges that defendant Trump solicited the Speaker of the Georgia House of Representatives to violate his oath of office. Count 6 alleges that defendants Smith and Giuliani solicited members of the Georgia House of Representatives to violate their oaths of office. Count 23 alleges that multiple defendants solicited elected members of the Georgia Senate to violate their oaths of office. Count 28 alleges that defendants Trump and Meadows solicited the Georgia Secretary of State to violate his oath of office. And count 38 alleges that defendant Trump solicited the Georgia Secretary of State to violate his oath of office. Okay, now that last count that was dismissed, count 38, is very important. If you recall in my last video, okay, where Trump was illegally recorded when he called Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. From that tape, they mischaracterized the call. They pretty much was accusing Trump of trying to convince Raffensperger to find 11,000 votes in order to win the election. So they pretty much decided that count, which they were accusing Trump of trying to overturn the re-election. However, in reality, Trump told him to scrutinize the ballots because he believed there was fraud out of, I think it was around 67,000 votes. And he said, if you scrutinize those ballots, you'll find the fraud. Okay, so that count has been dismissed. Now, I'm not sure of McAfee knows about this, and that's why he dismissed it. However, a lot of these charges against Trump were dismissed due to some type of, I guess the prosecution didn't file correctly. This is what I heard or read elsewhere, that they did not file this correctly, or it wasn't very clear on how the defendant should defend these charges. Now, however, the catch is this: is the judge did leave the door open for a superseding indictment. However, this move still may not get Fani Willis her pre-election conviction, since the defense is allowed discovery in time to respond to any new charges. Now, also this week, Judge McAfee will make a ruling on, regarding if he's going to disqualify Willis from this case. I'm thinking now that I would not be surprised if he rules in favor of Fani Willis, but again, we'll see. Now, a prominent constitutional law professor, Jonathan Turley, gave his opinion on this, on the judge's decision to dismiss these 6 counts of the RICO indictment. Quoted from him: Judge McAfee's dismissal of the 6 counts presents a difficult question for the prosecution. If they try to secure a superseding indictment to correct the earlier mistakes, it will make it difficult to try the case before the election. The defense is allowed discovery and time to prepare for the new alleged crimes. That will take time off the clock. The court has indicated that they can still rely on the underlying conduct to make out the general racketeering charge. However, that theory was already thin soup and it just got a bit thinner. To continue, part of the value of the multiplicity of counts was to convey a pattern of criminality as a foundation for the more serious racketeering charges. This does not disable the cause, but it adds yet another setback for the prosecution as it awaits the disqualification decision. So, looks like this case could be on life support. And if Fani Willis is allowed to stay on this case, she has an uphill battle for this case. I actually hope, again, that they do move forward with this case, not because I think it's a good case, is I do want to see the fraud from Georgia exposed. Other than that, I don't believe, this is a BS case, but I do want to see the fraud exposed. So I'll stay on top of this to, and keep you updated. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and tell me what you think. Thanks for listening. Peace.